Oh dear, I left my schedule up from last stream. The scuff is real. Let's fix the YouTube chat while I'm at it. Evening all, Jeppy here. We have made it to Friday yet again. I've personally had an incredibly busy week where I ended up falling asleep for most of today. But I am awake now. The slime has awakened. The subject for today's stream. Hopefully this works. There we go. The button. If you do not know the principle of the button, you will be given a question. The question will have an upside, it will have a downside. If you press the button, it both come true, or you can choose to not press the button. Will you press the button? You gain ghost powers and can use them however you want. But another person gains ghost powers and becomes your rival. This is basically becoming a superhero. Except with ghost powers. Gain ghost powers, use them however you want. Another person gains ghost powers and becomes your rival. It depends on what the ghost powers are. I assume it's the usual, you can pass through things, possibly become invisible. Also depends what the rival does. Is the rival trying to kill you, or is it a friendly rival? Heck yeah, I want ghost powers. And apparently 77% of people agree. Will you press the button? The man or woman of your dreams falls in love with you. But every step you take feels like you're walking on needles. Every step you take feels like you're walking on needles. I assume that's regardless of what you've got on your feet. Or if you have feet or not. Being a slime, I do not have feet. You could just... If you are terminally online like me, you could just sit there playing computer games and never have the trouble of every step you take feels like you're walking on needles. And you get the man or woman of your dreams. But never being able to walk anywhere. You would never be able to go on dates with them. I mean, you could, but it would feel like you're walking on needles. Do we mean pins and needles? Do we mean like sharp, agonizing needles? It doesn't really say. So you have to weigh these two up. I do not know. I think this is going to be a 50-50. I don't think I could give up walking. And the man or woman of your dreams could fall in love with you regardless. I will say I will not. And apparently 64% of people agree with me. Will you press the button? You get to hang out with Gabe Newell for a day. But Half-Life 3 is cancelled, in the series is sold to Activision. Oh dear God. That's a really bad one. Although I would point out that at this point it doesn't look like Valve is ever going to create Half-Life 3. That, or you can argue that Half-Life Alyx is Half-Life 3. And you get to hang out with Gabe Newell for a day. I'd press that button. And only a third of people would apparently press that. Activision's basically dead now, I think. Given the recent layoffs at Microsoft. So it's like, it's sold to Activision, which really means it's sold to Microsoft. You are immortal and have Wolverine powers, but you're teleported to the most forsaken place in the universe. I don't want to go to Luton. Or Birmingham. I mean, you're teleported there, but you're immortal. And have Wolverine powers, which is basically... Wolverine's almost immortal, but not quite. He just lives a very, very long time. I mean, you're teleported there, but there's nothing to stop you leaving. So I'd take that. 63% of people said no. Guess they're imagining somewhere even more forsaken than I am. Will you press the button? You can go anywhere in the world free of charge and safe, but you can never return to your hometown. Does that mean your hometown is where you're born or where you currently live? I mean, this one just comes down to how much you like your hometown. Do you like your hometown and the people in it? If not, well, you can go anywhere in the world free of charge and safe. I assume that's a one-time deal. Sure, I'd take that one. Looks like most people would. Top comment. Bro, I get to leave my family and go on an all-paid trip to wherever I want. This is an absolute win. I like that because I'm from Iran. My hometown is a shithole anyway, what's the downside? My birth town has 300 inhabitants, I dislike them all. Hometown, like just one city? Yeah. If you say you live in London, does that mean the entirety of London or the Greater London area, or... You can get into the real nitty-gritty on a lot of these questions. When you press the button, you will never have to see an advertisement for the rest of your life. But a hive of African killer bees is made near your doorstep. Exterminators exist, and I absolutely despise adverts. I'm pressing that button in an instant. Kit's flamethrower pushes button, flames beehive. Exactly. It's on the doorstep, near your doorstep. That means you know where it is, and it's outside your house. Get an exterminator, and you will live the rest of your life advertisement free. You have no idea how much I hate advertisements. The number one cause of me turning off the television is advertisements. Number one cause of me clicking out of a YouTube video is advertisements. Unless I'm on my PC upstairs, on my PC, which is obviously got an ad blocker on it. I can't believe only 33% of people said they click the button there. When you press the button, you gain the power to read minds, but you lose your sight. What kind of mind reading is it? You can get around this one. If you can read someone's mind and see what they're seeing, you don't necessarily need your own sight. Which means you get the power to read minds and you can sort of see. Also, it says you lose you sight. I'll take that. I'll take that one. Almost all of these seem to be split 1/3, 2/3. You can always tell if some is lying, but you cannot lie. Are we talking liar-liar situation? Or are you talking you cannot tell a straight lie? There are ways of omitting the truth and twisting things that do not require you to outright lie. Also, you can always tell if someone is lying. Does that mean you can tell if they're intentionally lying or outright lying? Because if it's the latter, you're basically gaining most knowledge in the world. Because you can just ask someone something, they give you the answer on it, and they can keep giving you answers until they arrive at the correct one, even if they don't know what the correct one is. You always tell if someone is lying, but you cannot lie. I generally don't tell straight lies anyway. I'll take that one. 60-40. You can still hide the truth without lying. This button is blue. Blue? Oh, for frick's sake. Yes, somebody else had the liar thoughts. You know everything in the universe, including the meaning to life, does God exist, etc., but you can never tell anyone. You know everything in the universe. That means you know the winning lottery numbers. You have effectively infinite money. You do have infinite knowledge. You could become immortal. You don't necessarily have to tell people how you know what you know. Because you know everything, you know how to get out of any bad situation you could be in. Take that in a heartbeat. 25% of people said they would not take that. Really? Well, I can't tell them now neither, so what do I have to lose? Exactly. When you press the button, you will never go to work again, and every week you will be paid for 40 hours worth of work at minimum wage, but you can't receive any other forms of income or donations. At minimum, whose minimum wage? I assume local minimum wage. Which for the UK would amount to... I'm not sure what it is in the UK at the moment. It varies with age as well in the UK. It'd be about £360 a week. Should be 1,200 a month, give or take. Well, more than 1,200 a month. Is this tax-free? I assume it's tax-free. Taxes are a sod, guys. Although at least in the UK there's a certain amount you can earn before you have to pay tax on it. You cannot receive any other forms of income or donations. So if that money is not enough to live on, you are stuffed. Because you've got no way around it. You can't take a charity donation or a food donation. Could I live on 1,200 a month? I could probably live on 1,200 a month. You wouldn't be able to live well on 1,200 a month. 1,200 a month. There's no way you'd be able to pay rent on it. Not in the UK. Technically, you couldn't live anywhere for free either, because that would probably be classed as a donation. I'm going to have to refuse that one. There's no minimum wage in Sweden, fuck. Minimum wage is silly, what about maximum wage? Maximum wage should be a thing that exists. But unfortunately, the people who would be subject to a maximum wage would be able to pay other people to work out ways around it. Like they would receive part of their wages as stock, for example. So it's not actually a wage. We press the button, you earn millions as a writer, but only as a ghostwriter for someone else under whose name your work is published. Do you get the money? If you get the money, I could live with it. If you get the money, I could definitely live with it. Particularly as you could write some really nasty stuff and it would never come back to you because you're ghostwriting. Oh, of course you do get the money because it says you earn millions as a writer. You get the money out of it. Yeah, I'd take that. Most people would take that. So be it, it's easily worth it. Make a hidden code within my writing to tell the truth. My next big book, My Terrible Crappy Life, an autobiography written by Justin Bieber. That's perfect, money without fame. Who the hell would want paparazzi in their bag? Yes, exactly. Every time you'd see that person getting tons of fame, you could smile to yourself and know that you were the one that gave it to them. It's you who has all the talent, not them. True. You would get all the money and none of the blowback. When you press the button, you're the smartest person in the world, but everyone else is incredibly stupid. I mean, the second part is already pretty... pretty true. The smartest person in the world, everybody else is incredibly stupid. No, because that is a complete agony. Imagine, no matter what you tell people, no matter how well sourced everything is, no matter how much smarter you are than everybody else, they still keep doing stupid crap. Imagine it. You'll never die from natural causes, but you age like a normal person. I'm sorry, what's the down point? There's not really a down point for that. I mean, yes, technically you could get older and older and older and more decrepit and get more and more health problems associated with old age, but you could kill yourself. I feel like this would mean I would have to kill myself or get hit by... yeah. That would cause more pain than dying of natural... no. You just become invincible to natural causes, sickness. You can't die from cancer, but you can die from someone else. Someone who sees you walking down the street and stab you, that would be more painful. What? It wouldn't? It wouldn't be more painful than if you're walking down the street and didn't have that. Everything you imagine becomes real, but every day you imagine one bad thing. Oh no. Everything you imagine becomes real. No. As somebody who has anxiety, no. No, no. This is a very bad idea. It's like, never ask me what's the worst that could happen. I can come up with some very vivid scenarios. Every day you imagine one bad thing? No. Every day I would imagine a lot of bad things. You'll get invisibility at will, but only to see same-sex naked people. Only to see. I assume that means you can only see. Top comment, no downside if you're gay, correct. Or lesbian. Or asexual, because you really don't care. So, can you only use it to spy on same-sex naked people, or can you only see same-sex naked people while you're invisible? Good question. This question doesn't make a lot of sense. I'm not pushing the button until this question makes sense. Yeah, 50-50. Well, you press the button. You can revive and keep loved ones from dying, but every time you use your powers, 50,000 people will die. Do I get to pick the 50,000 people? Also, you don't have to use it. So this just becomes effectively a trolley problem. The trolley problem being you can use your powers and 50,000 people will die, or you don't, and you or your loved one will die. Which could be a pretty torturous decision, to be honest, depending on your morality. I do not think I would want the choice. Yeah, 50-50, I thought that one might be. Get to meet any celebrity once a year for life, but you experience extreme back pain for a whole week after each visit. How extreme are we talking? I mean, it could be extreme enough that painkillers don't actually do anything. It also depends on how much you generally like celebrity culture. Personally, I'm not massively into celebrity culture and I have back pain anyway, so no, I'm not pressing that one. I think anybody who has had really bad back pain wouldn't press it. And the people who do press it are either really, really into celebrities or think that painkillers are better than they are, or just don't have any back pain. You can draw anything to a very high quality, but you can ever see. Oh no. Oh no. You can draw it. One of my big regrets is I can't draw. I'm not a good artist. But you can ever see the drawings. Hey, Asubi. Nobody but you can ever see the drawings. Oh, it kind of defeats the point. I mean, technically you can get good at drawing without having to press a button for it. It just seems really pointless and possibly torturous to be able to actually do high quality art, but you can't show it to anyone. So I'm gonna say no. 50-50 split for that one. So, like, if I hang the pictures on a wall around my house, will people just see blank pages? That's a good question. Everyone says you're just turning down a free ability, but did you think of the psychological aspect? This would drive me crazy. I'd have galleries of amazing art that I know would shake the world, but I can't show them to anyone. That would make me go insane. Same. When you press the button, you gain the ability to go back in time, but you can never return to the future, in other words the present, and can only go further back in time. You could technically use that to become immune to any accident. As long as you limit yourself. Also, never being able to go back to the present. I assume you've travelled normally in time. You've travelled normally in time when you're not going back in time. If you understand what I mean. So, like, you can live normally and go, and you will continue going forward in time like a normal person. I'll take that one. 55% would not take that. Just go back before you press the button. I was going to say yes, but someone that looked just like me stopped me and forced to press no. Then he disappeared before my very eyes. How strange. Yeah, there is the potential for paradoxes. My only fear is all the minutes I go back adding up. Yeah, yes. Begs the question, would you continue to age at a normal rate, or would it clock your age back if you went back? Will you press the button? You're a wizard, but Voldemort is back. Are we allowed to call him Voldemort? Isn't it he who shall not be named? I mean, there is presumably plenty of places for a wizard to be which doesn't involve Voldemort in any way. And if I'm lazy, Harry can kill him. Team up with Harry's son and become a book and movie star. Kill him with a machine. Yeah, take the American approach and just shoot Voldemort. He's after Harry Potter. It does not have anything to do with me. Exactly. And I get magical powers out of it. I'm hitting that button. Just can't be British. Oh no. Oh no, I'm doomed. Where you press the button, your blood holds the cure to cancer, but you would be asked to sacrifice your life in order for the cure to be created. Why do you need all of my blood? Also, I'm a slime, I don't have blood. How does my slime blood have the cure to cancer? How does that work? So I'm asked, but I don't have to accept. Can't I just become the most active blood donor in the world? Like, active enough that cancer is cured, but not so much that I die because there would be no more blood. Better question. Do you have to die instantly? Could you not just, like, donate all of your blood upon death? I know it does go off pretty fast, but... surely that would be the better option. That way both of them work. If I can just live my life normally and then donate everything upon my death, sure. There are ways around most of these. When you press the button, you can travel back and forth through time. Well, you've got another time travel one. But if you alter the past/future, no matter how small the change, it will have an enormous effect on the present. For example, making a bet on a past sports result equals zombie epidemic in the present. It kind of depends on what the enormous effect is. If the enormous effect is predictable, then you can work with it. But you could very, very quickly run into a complete mess with this one. Where you go back, you change the past, it causes a zombie epidemic, you go back into the past again to stop yourself doing the original change, and that creates something even worse like the end of the world. And then you go back again to stop that, and yeah. No. I think my brain would explode trying to work out all the paradoxes. Buys pizza. Well, there's an egg. I don't really care about the present, and actually a zombie epidemic would be really cool. 6 years ago. Yeah, we know what epidemics are like now. I don't think somebody would say that now. Imagine changing multiple things and suddenly you have 5 types of... Oh god. It depends. Do they start fighting each other? If they start fighting each other, we're okay. When you press the button, a runaway trolley is going down railway tracks and headed towards 5 people. The people are tied up and can't move. You see a lever that will redirect it onto a separate set of tracks. But on the separate track, somebody else is tied down. It's the trolley problem. I was wondering when we were going to get the trolley problem. In other words, will you kill 5 people through inaction or take an action which kills 1 person? I'm quite surprised that's split 50-50. As the top comment says, that's the fucking trolley problem. When you press the button, you can maintain your mental focus at any time. But you can't maintain your optical focus, so you need really strong, heavy glasses. I have ADHD. I would kill to be able to maintain my mental focus at any time. I would happily wear glasses. I already wear glasses. I just don't need glasses. I wear glasses to not have eye strain if I'm having to look at a long distance for an extended period. Like driving. I think anybody who has ADHD would just go, yes. Provided they can maintain focus long enough to press the button and not just go, "Oh, squirrel." When you press the button, you will never feel overly uncomfortable in any way again, but all the uncomfortable feelings will be transferred to one of your friends. I feel really overly uncomfortable when other people feel really overly uncomfortable, so I think I would press that one. Top comment, yells to enemy, "Hey, you could be my friend now." I don't know. I think I would want to get rid of this one. People hate their friends. Oh man, I hope I can choose which one. Discomfort is part of what makes life interesting. Any human being would become the world's biggest arsehole without the ability to feel uncomfortable. I don't necessarily agree with that. Yeah, it does kind of depend what it means by uncomfortable. I kind of took it to mean embarrassed. I suppose it could mean scared, something like that. And it would all be transferred onto a friend, which I would rather not do. Another 50-50, more or less, 56-44. Yeah, it kind of depends on what it means by uncomfortable. When you press the button, you will become the smartest person in the world, but you cannot feel any type of emotion. That would lead you to become a megalomaniac in very short amounts of time. I'll become Siri? Yeah, but Amazon Alexa is dumber. Smartest person in the world, but you cannot feel any type of emotion. You're effectively becoming like Data from Star Trek. No, I think I will keep my emotions. Thank you very much. Psychopath speedrun, exactly. You have the ability to teleport anywhere in the world, but you can only spend 1 year there and never return. So you have the ability to teleport anywhere in the world. You are not forced to teleport anywhere in the world. And it is only the place where you teleport to that you can only spend 1 year there. So you could teleport close to it and then get other transportation to where you actually want to be. And you wouldn't have the 1 year limit. Like, you could teleport into the middle of the desert and then walk to where you want to go. And you would be fine. Because who cares about not being able to return to a barren bit of desert? Also, you can teleport anywhere in the world. I'm going to teleport in and just steal stuff. Teleport in, steal stuff. You don't want to go back anyway because it's the scene of the crime. I'll take that one. 50-50, really? City, country. Yeah, what's the limit on where you can't return to? You press the button, all your dreams come true, but you spend the rest of your life asleep. What if your dream is to spend the rest of your life asleep? What if your dream is to never sleep? Does that cause like a divide by zero error and everything just explodes? So instead of death, just sleep forever? Sounds good to me. Or die instead of waking up tomorrow. If you're always asleep, how do they become true? There's a whole philosophical argument as well that if you you spend the rest of your life asleep, but you have your dream is to have very vivid dreams. I mean, sleep paralysis only affects your body, so you're asleep. You don't really experience it. If your dream comes true in your dream while you're asleep, would you know the difference? Oh no, philosophy on a Friday night. I'm going to say no because it wouldn't be real. Most people have said no. Dream of waking up, loophole. Too much thinking. It's a Friday evening. My brain does not work anymore by Friday evening. You would have your dream job, but the wage is $7.25 per hour. But you could supplement it other ways. Also, I don't know how much that is in pounds at the moment. I think that would be below UK minimum wage. I think it's £6 something. I believe it's about £1.25 or so to the dollar. Or the other way around. No, $1.25 to the pound. So you would have your dream job, but you wouldn't be able to support yourself. I mean, it does say the wage is $7.25. So if your dream job is, say, to be a streamer, and you're really good at it, you get loads of donations. Those aren't wages. So it really depends on what your dream job is. And there's also dream jobs which could have a large allowance. If your dream job has a large allowance, that wage doesn't matter. I'll take it. If you can live on it, then I would take it. Work every hour of the day, your job being alive. I get paid for watching YouTube and sleeping? Hell yeah, bitch. My dream job is to undeservingly have people give me billions of dollars plus the $7.50 on top. My job is being a billionaire. Yeah. It would be way below minimum wage for the UK. Where you press the button. You can read minds, but anyone can also read your mind. So they can read your mind. They're not forced to read your mind. If they were forced to read my mind, I think there would be a lot of insane people very quickly. Because they would suddenly be reading somebody's mind and really not be equipped to deal with that. Yeah, it would lead to a very open society. But no, I kind of value my privacy in that regard. Did Twitch just die, or is that me? Refresh, refresh. No, it's still good. That was weird, my Twitch window kind of froze up. You cannot die until you find your one true love and marry them. But you're extremely hideous and overweight. Yeah, on my screen Twitch died. I have a Twitch window open so I can like monitor the stream and it froze up. You can't die until you find your one true love and marry them, but you're extremely hideous and overweight. So you effectively live forever unless your true love is really into that. And there are people who are very into that. But you don't know who your one true love is. And presumably they're not going to live forever. So you get one lifetime to try and marry them and hope they're into it. Or you live forever, which could be considered a curse. As everything you know and love just fades and dies. I don't think I'll be doing that one. I don't want to be a fat immortal who still wants to kiss a woman who is now a skeleton. I mean, you can't marry them without any sort of consent, at least. Not in the West. Yeah, 73% of people did not want to press the button there. You can help anyone else find their true love, but you will never find your own. You could make a lot of money out of it, though. As an aromantic, I see that as an absolute win. Yeah. All the aromantics are going, I see no problem with this at all. I could probably turn it into a business or something. It's not like I'm ever going to find love anyway. You will never find your own. You'll never find your own true love. Casual hookups you can still have. I'm gonna hit the button there. 2/3 of people did not press the button for that one. You become the sexiest, most seductive and wanted human being on earth, but your nipples become 6 inches long. What was going through the mind of the person who submitted this one? I mean, surgery is a thing. Corrective surgery is a thing. You become the best in the world at something, but no one will ever acknowledge your ability. Oh man. That's gotta suck. Although I suppose it depends on what you're best in the world at. If it's something where it doesn't matter that no one will ever acknowledge your ability, it's not an issue. It's like, I will become the best at winning the lottery. You now have infinite cash. No one will ever acknowledge your ability. Who cares? You've got infinite cash. If I can pick what I'm best in the world at, I'd hit button. As would most people. Physics. Leave a paper on your research without credit on the desk of someone honest and your theory gets out there and they tell the public. They do not know who made it. Truth. When you press the button, go to the toilet without a sound, but you hear everyone at the toilet twice as loud as normal. No. 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 Just no. You have the ability to mind control people, but you can only think out loud. So when you're trying to mind control them, you would have to say it out loud what you're doing. I mean, if there's only you and the other person, you could mind control them to not hear you say what you're saying when you're thinking out loud. In fact, you could do that to everybody, because you can mind control them. So there's a way around this one. What if you mind control yourself to stop talking? I'm going to assume that the top statement is just other people. She has nice tits, excuse me. Control people to forget what you're saying, exactly. Yeah, there's ways around that one, I'll take it. When you press the button, you can fly, but you have to dress like Peter Pan forever. But you can fly. Do you have to dress like Peter Pan to be able to fly? Or do you actually have to dress like Peter Pan all the time? Because that'll be really cold in winter. And when flying at high altitude. I'm sorry, I must be blind. I can't see any downsides to this. Didn't say how much you had to wear, just the underwear, simple. I mean, it doesn't say how much you have. I would assume that dressed like Peter Pan forever means you have to resemble Peter Pan. Just wear Peter Pan clothes under your regular clothes, but then you wouldn't be dressed as Peter Pan, you'd be dressed as somebody else. It depends how much you value personal flight, to be honest. Personally, no. No, it would be too cold in winter and hot in summer. You gain 10 years of extra life, but 2 random members of your family lose 5 years each from their lives. Do you get to pick when you gain these 10 years of extra life? I'm going to assume not. No, I don't hate my family. Most people apparently do not hate their family. Good stuff. You will become a champion among humans. You will bring eternal peace and prosperity to the human race. But your name and face would fade from existence. You will receive no reward for what you've done, including any sort of publicity. But eternal peace and prosperity, which is a general net benefit to everyone. These two kind of contradict each other because you would get a reward, presumably in feeling good about it, and B, you've got eternal peace and prosperity, which also benefits you. So Saitama from One Punch Man. I'll take that one. For the good of humanity. You become the next Jesus and can cure the world of most of its problems, but you will get persecuted, tortured, and killed by Jews. I mean, Jesus didn't really cure the world of most of its problems. You could argue he sort of created another religion and there's been loads of religious wars over time. Do we want to get into my views on religion? No, I don't think so. Just bring Hitler back to life would take care of that problem, dear God. Is it slander if it's true? Most courts in the world, it's not slander if it's true. In Japan, it can be slander even if it's true, because you can disparage someone's good name. But that's Japan, and I don't live in Japan. You become incredibly attractive to everyone else, but you are hideously disgusting to yourself. I don't have a problem with Jesus. It's more the Christianity that sprung from it. Why do you have to become incredibly attractive to everyone else? What is the benefit of this? I mean, you could become hot and get plenty of sex, but if you are, for example, asexual, you don't care. Guess who's ace? You can sing any song you want, but you have stage fear. I'm pretty sure most singers have some amount of stage fear. I know what. Calliope Mori of Hololive apparently drinks before she goes on stage for concerts. Being able to sing any song I want, regardless of range, that would be awesome. Yeah, it doesn't say you can sing it well. It's sort of implied that you can sing it well. If it's you can sing it well, I'd probably take it. Because you'd get stage fright, but there are ways and ways around this. I mean, if it's a live performance thing, you could pre-record it. You could still make recordings and make a lot of money. If it gives me like infinite range, I'm taking it. Yeah, about 2/3 saying yeah, they'll take it. Sing songs in languages you don't understand. I mean, you can already sing songs in languages you don't understand. When I was a kid, I was part of a concert that was sung in German, and I did not speak German, and I still do not really speak German. You just sort of memorize the sounds. There's little bits of like Japanese music that I can sing as well. I don't speak any Japanese, but you can just sort of reproduce the notes and the sounds. You'll win every game you ever play, but it will always be assumed that you are cheating. That happens to people anyway. Ever play a first-person shooter and you do well at it and people just start accusing you of cheating? I used to take that as a compliment when that happened. Because it means I'm obviously doing something right. It will always be assumed that you are cheating. I mean, it will be assumed that you are cheating. But if you pass every anti-cheat test, it doesn't really matter. As long as you still get the rewards from winning. No, 50-50 on that one. If you're able to win every game because of this button, you kind of are cheating. And don't play something... yeah, it would make every game boring. Don't play something wanting to win every time. If I'm playing, it means I want to test myself against others, knowing I'll always win. I won't be testing anything, so there's no fun. That is a good point. That is a valid point. You can see into the future as far as you wish, but you also can see an alternate future that isn't real. You can never tell the difference between the real future and the fake future. So you can see the real future and you can see your headcanon. That does effectively give you a 50-50 chance of getting anything right. Yes, you only see an alternate future. So there's one alternate future and there's one actual future. It's effectively a coin toss as to whether you're going to get it right or not. I will take it. It's better knowledge than nothing. Also, the alternate future might have the same thing happening. You can breathe underwater, but only with your eyes closed. What's the down point? You're gaining something that you can't normally do. There's no reason not to do that one, really. There's a gain, but there's no real loss. You create a treaty with every nation that ends all wars and creates 100 years of peace between all nations, but the treaty is signed the day after your death. Everybody is going to die sometime, which is an unfortunate truth. So why would you not press it? Doesn't say you have to die instantly. It can just happen after you die from natural causes. I'm glad to see 73% of people agree. You automatically know the words to every song ever, but you cannot hold a pitch. Oh no. Oh no. I used to know somebody who literally could not sing. It is the most painful thing if you are next to them and they are trying to sing. Because he would hit a certain note and he just could not go above it. And it wasn't a particularly high note. So it was like trying to sing a song but monotone. No, I would rather learn the song myself. You can always look up lyrics. You can to some extent learn not to be tone deaf, but yeah. You change your eye and hair color without dyeing it or using eye contacts, but you would be fat. No, why would you take this? You can use eye contacts or dye it. This is just silly. "29% of people said they were going to take that one. Really? Able to change appearance? Well, entire body will change, but the process is extremely painful and will take 10 minutes. It's 10 minutes, so you can't really use it for infiltration or anything. But assuming this is permanent, and it does suggest it is, there's no time limit on it or anything. 10 minutes of lots of pain, and you get your ideal body. Taking that one. There is no slavery on Earth, but you drop every sandwich you make. Oh no. Every sandwich you make. Not every sandwich. Every sandwich that you make yourself. So if you go to Subway and get a sandwich, you're fine. You won't drop it. And I assume this means slavery in any sort of definition of the term. So I will take that one. You can reincarnate yourself into any universe you imagine, but you lose all memory of your former life. So it's an isekai. It's an isekai without retaining any memories of your former life. Depends on how much you hate your life. That universe includes my memories. Becomes magical, restores memory with magic. I mean, you could reincarnate yourself into a universe where the technology exists to restore your memories from a previous life. In which case, there's no damn point. Two-thirds said yes. One-third said no. You have a book that when you write someone's name in it, they die. Death notes. But they will haunt you for the rest of your life. I don't particularly want to kill people. I get annoyed at people, but I don't particularly want them to die. I will not press that one. Apparently 40% of people are mass murderers. Okay. You have X-ray vision, but you have to superglue your hands and fingers together. I mean, do you have to superglue your hands and fingers together to use the X-ray vision, or do you just have to do it once and you have X-ray vision? And I assume the X-ray vision can be turned on and off. I assume it's superhero comic style X-ray vision and not I have permanent X-ray vision. Shit. So do my hands and fingers have to stay together, or can I separate them after I've superglued them? There are too many questions on this one. How do you resolve this one? Sure, Dad, remove the superglue and get on with my life with my X-ray vision. What I'm doing here is gaining X-ray vision. Don't ask how I type this. Superglue will wear off, now I just have it. Superglue does dry very quickly and will stick your fingers together very quickly. But there are solvents to get your fingers apart. I have not ever managed to completely stick my fingers together, but I've come close. When I used to assemble models. I'm going to say no, because there are too many unknowns on this one. You can drink Lithuanian beer as much as you want, but you'll transform into a pole. A Lithuanian wrote this one, didn't they? I assume it's like anywhere in the world where every nation takes the mick out of their neighbours. Where if you're English, you're taking the mick out of the Welsh and the Scots taking the mick out of the English, the French and Germans probably take the mick out of each other. I don't really drink beer and I don't really want to be Polish either, so no. You can have sex with anyone you want, no debate necessary, but you have to get them to like you first. I mean, That's pretty much how it works already. Also, it says no debate necessary, but apparently there is debate necessary. So that's more or less status quo, there's no point. You get to have sex with your top 5 dream women, but nobody will ever believe it happened. So that's probably the case anyway. If you were to have sex with your top 5 dream women, people would not necessarily, it would probably not believe you anyway. This second statement doesn't need to be here. You may as well hit the button. You'll grow wings, breathe fire, be invincible, and get $10 billion, but your family, friends, and all loved ones will die in front of you in horrible ways over the next year, and you will step on a Lego every day for as long as you live. Wear shoes. I mean, if you step on Lego and you're wearing shoes, it doesn't hurt. The family, friends, and all loved ones will die in front of you. I'd rather not have that one. Also, rather not be a dragon. You become friends with your favourite YouTuber for 10 years, but you'll die 15 years earlier. You could technically become friends with your favourite YouTuber even without pressing the button, and you wouldn't die 15 years earlier. If the first statement is to give you something that you could achieve anyway, I wouldn't push it. I will not. Most people would not. You become immortal, but you won't be able to communicate with any sentient being ever again. A, this would be incredibly boring, and B, you would probably go insane very, very quickly. And immortality is possibly a curse depending on your point of view. Not pushing that one. You can smoke weed anytime you want to, but you have to walk to the worst part of town to get it alone. I've never smoked weed. I've never really felt the need to smoke weed. So anytime I want to would be not at all. So there's no benefit to pushing it. You are incredibly charismatic, but 75% of people you meet think you're gay. So what? So what? If you're incredibly charismatic, you can probably get people to do whatever you want. And if you are gay, it's not a problem. In fact, if you're anything but heterosexual, it's not really a problem. You'll become the most popular YouTuber ever, but your favorite YouTuber will stop making videos. Who would be my favorite YouTuber? I don't know who would be my favorite YouTuber. My favorite no, thinking about it, the YouTuber that I've watched the most over the past, let's say 5 years, is going to run out of content eventually anyway, because he's doing various wars week by week. So I'm going to push it because he's going to run out. He's going to run out anyway. Don't get people watching my YouTube videos. need to go AFK for a moment. Oh boy, that doesn't show up particularly well, does it? Where were we? Helps if I turn the AFK off. I think it's pretty obvious I'm not AFK at the moment. I'm going to do a couple more and then I'll finish. You make one horrible event in the past cease to exist, but you'll be responsible for one horrible event in the future. I mean, if it's equivalent, i.e. effectively the horrible event in the past you stop happens in the future instead, there's no real point in doing it. Comes down to degrees. If you know what will happen in the future, then you can make the judgment call. I will not press that one. Most people will not press that one. You marry the absolute perfect person for you, but you both die 6 months after meeting each other. Some people saying I'm here for a good time, not a long time. Only 6 months though? Also, again, this is one of the things that could happen without pressing the button. This is not unachievable without pressing the button. I will not. I would rather marry the perfect person for me and not die after 6 months. Most people saying no. No, we've got invisibility again. You can turn invisible and back again at will, but you will die on your 60th birthday, provided you make it that far. So it's not immortality up to your 60th birthday, you will die on your 60th birthday. Which means you will not make it to average age, which I believe worldwide is around 68, 69. But on the plus side, you won't get to the absolutely decrepit, oh my god, I want to die stage of life anyway. Kind of depends on how far you want to go. I think, and how much you value invisibility. I will die a splendid death at 59.9999999 years old, riding a woman on a horse into an explosion. Wait until you're 61, then press the button. I think you'd instantly die. "60 is actually pretty old and life sucks anyways." Oh yeah, define 60. Biological age 60? You will die on your 60th birthday. Go to another planet. Go to a planet where the years are longer. Not all planets have the same number of days in a year. It doesn't have the same number of days in a year. You get away with it. I don't value invisibility that much. Almost 60% saying they would press it. Will you press the button? Twitter's erased from existence, but they all moved to Tumblr. But they can't all move to Tumblr. Because like half of Twitter, which technically has been erased from existence, but nobody... As far as we're all concerned, it's still called Twitter. Like half of Twitter is porn. And Tumblr is banned porn. Therefore they can't all move to Tumblr. I've only ever really briefly used Tumblr. So if you press the button you lose Twitter, but you keep Tumblr, and if you don't press it you keep both. Guy who made this didn't think this through. You know what I'm going for. I mean, technically we've got Blue Sky now as well. So we could move to Blue Sky instead. Because that's open to the public now. I'm going to say Twitter is erased from existence, but we moved to Blue Sky. So we're not under Elon Musk's control anymore. Or lack of control in this case. Sharks invade the White House and eat all the politicians. Politicians don't reside in the White House. I mean, the president does, but most of them don't. But the only thing on TV, Shark Week, forever. Would they eat Donald Trump if so? That would be nice. If the sharks would eat all the British politicians, then I would go for it. If we can put like a comma in here after, so it's sharks invade the White House, comma, and they eat all the politicians. So they've invaded the White House and they've eaten all the politicians, not eaten all the politicians in the White House. The only thing on TV is Shark Week forever. I pretty much don't watch TV. There are too many adverts. Every time I get into something on TV, an advert kicks in. I have a TV. I watch YouTube on it usually. I'm pressing that one. Feed the politicians to the sharks. Slap any celebrity you want, but they get to punch you. There's certain celebrities you could slap and their punch would be incredibly weak, like Zuckerberg. Or Elon Musk. It's only a slap and a punch. No, it's not worth it. Will Smith pressed this button but didn't get the downside. Slap their hands gently, then sue them for hitting you, become rich. Loopholes. Bieber wouldn't be able to get back up. Slap One Punch Man, no. So if I slap Stephen Hawking, will he magically get better and punch me? Attach a stick bomb to your hand and stick it on JP's face. Run like fucking blow him up. And be like the guy in the old film Death Race 2000 who has a grenade in his hand. Literally integrated into his hand. So you slap them and they explode. You have the ideal size and shape of genitalia, to who? But they will always emit a foul odour. If I'm trans, can I get the genitalia of my preferred gender? Asking the real questions here. Fabrice. It says always, so Fabrice won't even help. I will not. Most people will not. You're 2 times better at everything, but you live for half as long. So the candle that burns twice as bright burns half as long. Hey, I pressed a button for infinite life a minute ago, so I just lived half an eternity. Yeah, combine it with other button presses and you're fine. Two times better at everything. But if you're 2 times better at everything, you're 2 times better at living. But you're only dead for half as long, so it comes back to you're only living a normal length. Therefore, I should push the button. You can wear any outfit you want free of charge, but you have to pick them all now. All of your outfits for the rest of your life, and you can't keep, give away, or sell any of it. Sort of spawns on you, then disappears the next day. So you can't store it anywhere. You can't give it away. You can't sell it. You don't know what fashion's going to do. You could become a really good... If you had acting skills, that would be awesome. Because you'd have your... You'd possibly have your own wardrobe then. So I can constantly wear a maid outfit. Big W. I would just choose an outfit that magically changes into what I want to wear. I mean, it does say any outfit. You could make the outfit a magical outfit that counteracts the second part. I wouldn't trust fashion in like 30-40 years to be the same as fashion now. I mean, I guess you could just buy other clothes when you want them, there's nothing against it. There's no actual downside to this button. Really. You have to pick them. I suppose it does say you have to pick them all now. Which would really suck if you just forget one of the outfits you want or need. Or if there's an outfit you don't think about. Like say you become an astronaut, but one of the outfits you didn't pick was you didn't pick a spacesuit outfit when first doing this. It doesn't really benefit you, so no. You have the ability to stop anyone from acting racist, sexist, homophobic, transphobic, or otherwise bigoted, but you're forced to hear their bigoted thoughts instead. Oh dear God. I mean, we're already forced to hear their bigoted thoughts. They're on Twitter, /Tumblr, /Facebook, /Reddit, insert social media here. It would also mean that you can tell who is actually an arsehole and who isn't. I'm pushing that one. You can restart your life from any point in time with the brain you have now, but it will take you a month to regain your reflexes and whatnot. Also, you are at that age in what time you go back to. Why will it take you a month to regain your reflexes? See, you basically reset your life, but it's as if you've been in a horrible car crash. You need to relearn your body. I mean, anybody who has any regrets would go for that, I think. You have a thing in your eye that lets you command anyone, but you have to kill your sister because the more you use it, the more it goes out of control. What? I don't have a sister. Joke's on you, I don't have a sister. You can speak any foreign language you want, but you can no longer speak your native one. So I wouldn't be able to speak English. I would be able to speak Dutch would be useful. Japanese would be useful. English is not the most spoken language in the world, though it is a general language of trade. I don't know, I'm split on this one. You could work around it in that you can't speak your native language, but you could write it. And there's also the question of how specific are we going on this? Can I no longer speak British English, but I can speak American English? Although that would possibly be a fate worse than death. Much as I would like to be able to speak foreign languages, I think I'll keep my native English. Your body is not as fragile as it currently is. Example, to cut a finger would require 10-fold amount of energy that it currently does. But your pain is amplified 10-fold. Oh, so you get durability, but it hurts a lot more. You kind of have to consider that if 10-fold the amount of force was put in, it would probably hurt 10-fold anyway. So then it comes down to pain tolerance. I would press it because there are many different kinds of fragility, and I'd assume this effect would apply to all of them, including chemical. Then I'd simply start a regimen of painkillers that probably fuck up a normal person, but that's perfectly acceptable for me and my increased durability. Boom, downside negated, superhumanity achieved. Maybe. I mean, you might get 10-fold the amount of chemical resistance effectively, but certain chemicals are just going to like disintegrate you, so there is of course the comic book rule. The comic book rule being, if somebody is super durable or has super regeneration, they will suffer loads of injuries to demonstrate it. So I am going to say I will not. Will you press the button? You can buy anything you want, but only for other people. I'm buying that. I'm doing that in a second. Buy anything you want, but only for other people. Okay, I buy it for somebody else. They give it to me. Also, if you can buy anything, you can solve a lot of the world's problems. So you can walk on fire, but you would be bold. Why would you want to walk on fire? Yeah, top comment. Because there's so much fire to walk on. Basically Saitama from One Punch Man. Some people are already bald, so they don't care. Wear a wig if you really care. Wear a beanie. I mean, no, there's so much, there's not fire to walk on. Why would you want to walk on fire? The only thing you would ever want to walk on fire for would be performance art. You can breathe underwater and depth doesn't affect you, but anywhere you swim is always either uncomfortably cold or too hot to bear. So in other words, you can swim wherever you want, but you can't swim wherever you want. No, there's no real benefit. You instantly learn all languages fluently, but you can only speak one language on any given day. I'm assuming you can pick? If you can pick, I'd hit the button. If you cannot pick, and it's just randomly random, well, there's like hundreds and hundreds of languages in the world. You might wake up one day and only be able to speak Latin. Also, you can only speak it, but you could understand it and you could possibly write it. We all have that one. When I read this, an ad for Learn Speaking Japanese free today popped up. Is it a sign? I may not speak the language I want for 24 hours, but I don't need to speak to communicate. You can change one major historical event, but afterwards your body will be destroyed. Your mind will be able to wander anywhere you please, but you will not be able to affect anything, only observe. So effectively you become a ghost. You can change one major historical event, but you become a ghost. Use it when you're super old and prevent Skibbity Toilet from existing. If only. You would be able to observe anything. Although technically you would never age, never die, and you would go insane pretty fast. There's a lot of these you effectively you either become immortal or effectively immortal ones, where it's just like, you would go insane pretty fast. You'll rapidly heal from any injury, but all injuries will leave grotesque scars once healed that cannot be removed. Again, comic book theory. Also define injury, but I mean, if you rapidly heal from anything, you wouldn't really age. Wolverine does in the comics, but I think that's because his healing factor, he slowly loses his healing factor. I mean, are we talking immortality and insanity here again, or? Also depends how bad the scarring actually is. It does say grotesque scars, but is this like if you get a small paper cut, you get a grotesque scar, or is it only things that would scar anyway? I'd probably hit it. It's pretty 50-50, that one. Get $5 million, but any food you eat will always be overcooked. How overcooked? I mean, you'd never have a satisfying meal again. Now there are people who wouldn't care about that because they just eat meal. They just have meal replacements and things. I will not. Again, pretty much 50-50 on that. You can become a world athlete and win gold in multiple Olympic events, but you must take an undetectable performance-enhancing drug to do it. Now there are people saying downside not found. In the comments for this one. The downside is that you get the guilt that you have cheated to win. So it kind of comes down to how how guilty do you feel? How bad is your conscience? I will not. I don't cheat. I do not cheat at things. You press the button. Realize God doesn't exist, but realize as well that your existence will vanish after you die. Ignorance is bliss. You are able to fly, but only up to 5 miles per hour and no higher than 5 feet off the ground. Yes, but you're able to fly. At the moment, you can't fly. You're gaining a power. It's a crappy power, but you're gaining a power. There's no real downside here. And you could technically survive a fall from any height. You get the house of your dreams, but you can never watch any show ever again. Plays, TV, what? Mass-produced shows I don't watch anyway. Also, house of my dreams. I'll have the house of my dreams. Last one. Become the Prime Minister of Hungary, who is also head of the mafia and also get loads of money, but you'll have your office for a minimum of 8 years and everyone of your country will hate you forever and you'll burn in the deepest fringes of hell. I wouldn't want to be Prime Minister of anywhere. Somebody in Hungary really hates their government. 8 years of neutral emotions versus horrible forever. I'll pass. Why would anyone press the button? The price outweighs any possible benefits. I don't live in Hungary, no appetite. I will not. I would not want to be Prime Minister of anywhere. I don't like having more responsibility than I have to. That was the button. That is, press the button. WillYouPressTheButton.com. The number after it is the exact question. There are loads and loads and loads and loads and loads of questions which are all picked randomly, so If you want to have a look at the site yourself, maybe answer some of these deep philosophical questions, knock yourself out. But I'm going to end the stream there. Tomorrow's schedule is Deep Rock Galactic Survivor. I am probably going to swap that out for Blast Core, which has come out on Switch Online N64 emulator thing. Because I love that game. I played it when it originally came out on the N64. And I played the hell out of it. So I would like to play that through on stream. DRG Survivor I haven't really played recently. I mean, it's another one. Once you played a couple of these horde shooter games, it's like, well, you've sort of played them all. They're not all that different from each other. And you run into the frustration of, oh, if I just had a couple of more abilities or a couple more weapons, which you won't unlock for another 3 hours of gameplay, but you're not enjoying the gameplay because you don't have those weapons now. Personally, I'm mostly playing, I've mostly been playing Helldivers 2 recently, actually. I would like to stream that, but I don't think I can. I'm playing it on PC. It's probably hitting my system a little too hard to play it and have OBS and everything still going. So yeah, tomorrow's probably going to be Blast Core. We'll see. We'll see tomorrow. Until then, thank you for watching. I've been Jeppy. I've been pressing buttons, or not pressing buttons. And I'll catch you next time.